What is going on, guys? Carlos here from Live Gaming Paradise. We are back again with another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is my series on the revisited episodes that I've done a very long time ago, and I'm trying to correct some of the mistakes that I've done back then. So if this is the first time you're here, thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you would like to know how I make my videos and how I make my thumbnails, you can become a member, and there will be a couple of videos at the moment accessible to members that you can find out exactly how I make everything. So the first thing we're going to need to do is travel over to the Aquaquot Shrine, and that is right there. I'm zooming in and zooming out. It's where the Rito Village is. So you need to have that shrine. If you haven't got that shrine, then you're going to have to go and get it first, because we're going to be traveling backwards and forwards from there. So once you get to the Aquaquot Shrine, we're going to need to go over to the other side. So we just need to go onto this platform here, and we're going to glide all the way to those rock structures over there. Kind of look like Stonehenge, with some fingers pointing up. So just glide all the way to this structure here, and then what we're going to need to do is just jump off this structure here and then just go over to the other side, and we're going to find a little Rito, a Rito child, and we're going to go and speak to the child, and that is who's going to give us the quest. So all you need to do now is just, once you get to this area here, you just keep on going up and climb all the way up to here, and then you'll see the shrine plate and the rock structure. So speak to this little Rito here. I'll show you exactly where it is on the map as well. So Warbler's Nest, it's what it's called, and it's fairly close to the shrine. It's just a kind of like a glide away sort of thing. So Warbler's Nest is right there. So you should be able to find it just by looking at the map. So this is who will give you. Her name is Kill, and I think it's her name. I think it's a female. It's Kill, and she is saying that her sisters were meant to come and perform a song with her, or practice, and they never turned up. So so we need to go and find them all, and every Rito child we find will give us an ingredient, and then we need to finally find the last Rito, which is going to be near fire, and we need to cook a meal for her, and then we can finish this shrine quest. Right, so when we are ready, we need to go back onto the Aquaquot Shrine, so Recital at Warbler's Nest, right there. So we need to go back onto the Aquaquot Shrine, and then we need to go and find our first Rito child, and I think she gives us Tabantha wheat, and she's going to be on the cliffs. So the easiest way to get to her is by just as soon as you get out of the shrine, you just climb the walkways all the way up, right through here, and just keep on climbing all the way up until you can't go any further, and then we can just climb a little bit of the kind of like the structure here in the middle, this rock pedestal where the divine beast is, and as you get to the top you can land on this platform here. So if you've got little stamina, you can still work your way up by resting on that little ledge there, and then when you get up here you can stand up, and you will see our first Rito child. So her name is Not, and she's gonna give us some Tabantha wheat. All you need to do is speak to her, go through the dialogue, and she will tell you that she needs to go to the rehearsal at the Warbler's Nest, and that her sister Gnili is waiting for the salmon menuire. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. It's a French word. It's time to make our way to the next Rito child, and she's going to be at the entrance to the Rito Village. There's like a couple of ponds there, and she's hunting salmon, or like fishing for salmon, in one of the puddles. So all you need to do is just keep on going left in here, and just as you can see, you're facing the stable. So we're going to go in that direction sort of thing. So we're just going to jump down through here and keep on going down, and then you pass the first bridge, the first wooden bridge here, and there's going to be a puddle to the left, and this is where she is. So you just need to just drop down and go left and speak to her. Her name is Cots, and she will give you the salmon, so you can take to the pot and cook it for Gnili. So now all we need to do is just go through the same thing. You just need to keep on listening to the commentary, and she says pretty much the same thing as Not did. So now all we need to do is just keep on going back. I'm just marking these things on a map so you can see. A couple of them I didn't mark, so that's the locations of the first two, and a couple of them I didn't mark because they are in shops. So if I show you exactly where it is, it's going to be much easier. But these ones are in locations that are outside the shops, so it's going to be harder for you to find them. So when you're ready, you can just climb up all the stairs in here, and then you're going to pass the first shop and you're not going to get in, and then you're going to pass the second shop, and this is where you're going to find your third Rito child, Cree, and she will give you some goat butter. So you've got all the ingredients now to cook the salmon manure for Gnili, and she's going to be next to the pot, so it's going to be a little bit up as well. So just collect the butter, and now we're going to go and see the final one. As you can see, she's telling you where all of them are. I mean, you don't really need to listen to that commentary because you've already been there. So keep on going up until you see the pot, and then you'll see a Rito next to the pot. You need to speak to her. That's Gnili, and now we're going to cook the salmon manure, give it to her, and then she's going to go to the rehearsal with sisters. So now we're going to go and do that. So you need to hold the salmon, and then you need to hold the butter and the tabanta wheat, and that's how you make the salmon manure. So we're going to go and look for the salmon first. There we go. Hold that, and then there's a butter down here, and then we're going to go to the left, and the tabanta wheat is going to be down here, and we're going to throw everything into the pot and cook the salmon manure, and that will give you full recovery. It's quite a good meal actually. And then you just give it to her, and that is it. You just made Gnili really happy, and she's going to go to the rehearsal, and we're going to go to the rehearsal again because we need to do a little bit more work to finish this quest. It's quite a long quest, and there's a lot of elements. This is why this is the reason why the video is 12 minutes long, and normally my videos are like 5 to 7 minutes long. The first time I did this, I didn't quite get it. You know why? There was a lot of things to do. I ended up buying lots of things that I shouldn't have bought because this is the correct way to do the quest. And also I didn't show the map the first time, so it was a bit annoying, to be quite honest. But hopefully this video will correct all of that. So once you finish in there cooking the meal, she will go to the rehearsal, and then you go right here, and then you keep on going over to this platform here where we first started next to the shrine, and we're going to jump down and glide over to that rock structure again. So one more time, we'll be doing the same thing that we did at the beginning. That's why it's important that you get that shrine at the beginning, so we can go back there if we need to, if we're far away. When we're ready, we're just going to glide over to the other side. We're going to go to the rock structure over there, and this is an important bit because many of you probably won't have a cork leaf to blow into those orifices under the structures, or in the middle of the structures, and there's a way of you getting one in here as well. So not everything is lost. It just varies the location where it is. So when you're ready, go and speak to them, and they're going to sing for you. They're going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And the way that you do this is you need to do, there's like fingers on top of the rock structures, and the combination is 4 5 3 1 2. So that's how you the order that you need to blow them through the holes. Now let's go and get the cork leaf, and the cork leaf is going to be on the right hand side in here. But you know, the first time that I did this, I cut just a couple of trees, but and the cork leaf just came out straight away. This time I had to cut quite a few, so you might have to cut all of them really in order to get the cork leaf, because it's going to be coming out of different trees. It never comes out of the same one. So the last time I cut it, it was on that tree. Now it's going to be on a different tree, so you know, you can just collect all the wood. Is always coming handy for fires and things like that. But yeah, keep on cutting trees in here. You definitely gonna have a coral cliff in here, somewhere in here. If not, there's going to be a few more of these kind of like pine trees. But there you go. See, coral cliff coming out of this tree here. But I didn't have to cut that many last time I did this, because I normally do the mission like 2 or 3 times and save the first time and then go back and do it like knowing how to do it properly in one go. And this part here is just unpredictable where the coral cliff is going to be. So when you're ready, when you got your coral cliff, just we're going to go and do that combination that I said to you previously. So the first fingers is going to be the 4 ones, as you can see, the one that you face where the divine beast is, and then it's behind you to the right, that's 4, 5, and then we're going to go to number 3 right there, and then we're going to go to number 1, which is right here, and finally we're going to go to number 2, which is right here. And the shrine should come out of the ground behind where number 2 is, right in that area over there where those pine trees are. And that is really it. That's how you do Recital at Warbler's Nest the right way. It's not to say that the previous video was bad. It wasn't really bad. It was just like kind of like random and incomplete because I didn't show the map. I end up buying the stuff instead of actually collecting it from the Rito children. So it was this video, I think it puts everything correct, and it finally gives justice to such a great quest, because I really like the way that this quest is done and all the elements that go into it. So I guess this is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, or if this video helped you, please give us a like, consider subscribing so I can continue releasing more content like this. I will also be releasing some more videos for my members, explaining different elements that I put into my videos, and how I elaborate on the thumbnails on different games, where I can find logos, and how I can get the fonts and things like that. So if you would like to see that, then you can become a member for a very small amount monthly, and that will help me out as well. So I guess this is it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.